All right, Caroline, thank you. Let's go to the Economy Watch now, where Americans will drive into the summer with the lowest Memorial Day gas prices since the holiday weekend in 2021.
Those lower gas prices come with good news and some anxious news about the overall economy. Karen Caifa has the story from Washington.
Hi there, Courtney and Alex. One analyst we spoke with said the nationwide average for a gallon of gas could dip below $3 a gallon at some point this summer. Some of that is due to lower crude oil prices, but a lot of it has to do with economic jitters pushing down demand.
Americans feeling the pinch of inflation and tariffs elsewhere can expect relief at the gas pumps this holiday weekend.
It's going to be the cheapest Memorial Day since 2021. But if you adjust for inflation and rising wages, Americans are actually going to spend the least amount filling up this Memorial Day since 2003, excluding COVID.
Gas prices dropping alongside U.S. oil prices, which have fallen about 20% since mid-January.
Typically, this is the time of year when we would see higher gas prices because the summer driving season is going to increase demand, but we're still paying less because of those lower crude oil prices.
Fuel tracker Gas Buddy forecasts the national average price of a gallon of gas on Memorial Day will be $3.08, 50 cents lower than last Memorial Day. But with that drop, a mixed economic picture, says Gas Buddy's head of petroleum analysis, Patrick DeHaan.
As goes the economy, as go gas prices. Right now, with the threat of tariffs and economic uncertainty, oil prices have faltered a bit, based on the fact that a slowdown in the U.S. economy would also mean a slowdown in consumption.
Low gas prices typically boost the mood of a consumer, and summer driving typically drives up demand. But DeHaan says recent dips in consumer confidence could slow things down.
Some economic jitters and pessimism may be impacting American consumers. So some of those economic jitters and some companies making layoffs could be impacting the psyche of many American travelers this summer.
And despite recent economic concerns, AAA expects record Memorial Day weekend travel, forecasting more than 45 million Americans will hit the road for a trip of more than 50 miles from home. Most of that travel will be done by car. Courtney and Alex.
And Karen, airlines typically see a summer rush, but right now they're bracing for tough months ahead. What's behind those troubles?
Yeah, Courtney, airlines started the year with really high hopes when it comes to passenger demand, but they've seen a lot since then that's pushed it down, right? There was a deadly air crash here in the Washington, D.C. area in January, and that was just the first of a number of factors that have piled up against consumers kind of wanting to travel, right? You've seen the tariffs and trade policy that have pushed down consumer confidence, so that's one reason consumers are a little bit hesitant to travel. Also, the U.S. dollar has seen its value drop, so fewer consumers and travelers wanting to go abroad and spend that money. Also, airlines suspect that new Real ID laws may be pushing some travelers away. They're a little bit confused and hesitant about what they actually need to travel. And finally, there's been that shortage of air traffic controllers that's popped up in the news, especially around Newark Airport. So all of these factors really feel like airlines are pushing against summer headwinds. They're not going to see the demand that they thought they would, and that could start to play out towards the end of the year as well.
All right, Karen, thank you.
Right now, the lowest gas in Shreveport is at Brookshire's on Mansfield Road and the Circle K on Barksdale Highway, both sitting at $2.49 a gallon. To check the latest gas prices locally, head over to ktbs.com/gas prices.